users consume their content over time. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into Shadows of Doubt. Shadows of Doubt. Oh, it turned that back off. Give me 1 second because that's kind of a cool feature. Alright. Enable Twitch audience to be citizens? Okay. So. Already doubling the... Huh? Already doubling the... Huh? Yeah, no, it's, generally, like, you've gotta, like, I would say it's something like... Yeah, already doubting the. Yeah, I really want to put a the in that name. Shadows of the Doubt or whatever. But yeah. So, this game has Twitch integration. I don't think it had it when I first played it, but I could be wrong. So, congratulations, chat. You all could potentially be victims. Or criminals. Or both. Welcome aboard. I don't think there's an opt-in, opt-out. I'm just doing a quick run through, see if we have any accessibility settings and all that. We've got, you know, speed, like, how fast the talking goes, frame cap. You can turn on and off dithering. You can turn on and off motion blur and all that. Bloom, whatever. That could all mess with people with motion sickness. You've got a bunch of settings like when you start the game, what difficulty you are, day length, permadeath mode, skip intro. You can turn off a bunch of mechanics like headache and all that, which I don't really know what any of that's about. And then they got streaming settings and all that, which mostly just means the random people we find in the world could be the criminals and all that. We are going to start a new game because it doesn't seem to have that. Let's see. We have The Dead Knight, a specially crafted case to introduce the game, and solve and explore within the city your way. I'm going to choose the sandbox mode. And the reason I'm going to choose that is we did play once before, and while I do expect to stumble a little bit, I like the idea of my understanding with the sandbox mode is because it doesn't give you anything to start. Like, you don't have an apartment to go back to or anything. So you are going to generate a new city. And our city name is going to be Chat Murders People Here. Okay, so that's the name of our city, is it's Chat Murders People Here. We're going to make it a very large city. I have no idea if that's a good idea. Enable city editor? No, well, we're going to get whatever we get stuck with, and we're going to go with that. The player name, we can just leave it as Rual Storge for right now. I have no idea on any of these difficulty settings. It's defaulting to easy, which makes me heavily think that's their normal. I imagine easy, normal, hard, and extreme in this game is probably mostly just how much damage you take, how much you have to eat, that kind of thing. I don't think that's a big deal, but I also don't know. I'm assuming we can change it later if we choose. If not, that's fine. To me, the thing that makes the game interesting isn't like how sweaty and try hard it can be. Oh, be careful on quiet, dark back streets and alleys. You can be mugged. Excellent. We can sometimes get computers to take over CCTV. Citizens are lazy. They use the same passcodes for everything, including keypads. Okay, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, but to fill you in on what this game is about, is you're dumped in this world. Now, what's special about this world is this large city you're in, literally every individual person is simulated. They have the things that they want to do, the things that they will do, their own routines, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, the person will, you know, wake up, go to the diner, get their coffee, go out to work, then go from work, you know, to the pub afterwards. They'll go home to their apartment, go to sleep. You know, maybe they do that 5 days a week, and then like 2 days a week, they might have their weekend and have like a totally different routine. Love. And all that kind of stuff. So everyone's moving around. Now, this is kind of a solve the mystery type game. There's a bunch of other stuff you can do in Sandbox. Like you can make money by stealing from people and all that. but it is kind of a mystery game where like stuff happens, you have to solve it. But it's not the super scripted solve it where you have to, you have to find the smoking gun to then find the next thing to then find. There's not like an order to it. Literally, what happens is the crime occurs, and there is all of the evidence that exists because of the crime. You don't need most of that evidence to go. You get like your conspiracy wall, so you walk up to the body and be like, okay, I don't know who this is. So you dig in their pockets and you find their wallet and they say, I have this ID, it matches this person, this must be them. And you get your little conspiracy wall and you go, okay, that was Dave. All right, well, you found blood where clearly, they've been shot, but you don't find the murder weapon around there. But maybe you find a fingerprint on the door, and you go, okay, well, I got a fingerprint. I don't know whose fingerprint this is. And you go and you check Dave, and it's Dave's fingerprint. So you go, okay, well, Dave opened their own door. That makes sense. But then, you find another fingerprint. That's not Dave's. Whose is that? And you track that down, and that might be Dave's girlfriend or whatever, who is also there and makes sense. But you find, some other guy liked his girlfriend and was jealous of Dave and wanted to kill Dave over it. And you slowly put the piece together to figure out who done it. That is, okay. Is the late 20th century. High frame rate. How are you doing? Hyper-industrialization has swept the planet. We'll see if I have to adjust some settings. The old Bourbon Empire has crumbled, giving way to the United Atlantic States. The first elected megacorporation president in history. Storge Cola. As sea levels rise, cities become polluted islands. Workers dream of escaping to the fields, an exclusive retirement district few will ever see. I was not expecting the backstory. Rival corporations vie for power, policed by privatized Storge Cola enforcers. Some say justice now only exists in the shadows. It's weird that there's no sound for that intro. Okay, let's make some adjustments because we're getting a little bit of frame rate. So let's turn off some of the special effects. Screen space reflection, don't know about that. Rain detail, field of view, that's all fine. Anti-alias quality, that's fine. Fast approximate should probably be better.
Thank you, the very last Lardine, for subscribing for 11 months. Welcome back.
Thank you, the very last Lardine, for the tier 1 sub. I really do appreciate it. That's 11 months you've been subbed to the channel, and thank you for the welcome back. I hope you enjoy your advertisement previewing as well as access to the emotes. Anti-aliasing medium. Okay, so let's see here. I've got my map. Let's see if I can't quickly remember my controls. We have toggle run, always run. We don't want to always run. Mouse and keyboard. So we have the map is tab, notebook is F1. Caseboard toggle is F. We have lean and we have crouch. We have jump, we have arrows. Okay. Oh, there's a context menu. Okay. Oh, this is my conspiracy board. There's just nothing on it. So we have sync data disks. Don't know what that is. We have on our person 5 coins. Heck yeah. We can punch people. We can check our watch. We can use the scanner. We can have nothing on our hands, I think. Okay, we can empty. Alright. We have our map. And I don't know what you are. Detective's Notebook. This section is the archives of everything that's public knowledge, or that you've looked at and investigated. Memory for places and citizens are infinite, but only the last 40 objects are recollectible. Okay. So, the first thing we probably need to do is find our way. Came back just in time to continue your streak. Welcome back, Donkey Duff. 225 streams. You catch that's 225 streams. Not missing a single one. So I don't really know what half these signs are. What we're looking for is there will be a place where we can take cases. So I need to figure that out. You can also just go in and start stealing stuff from people. I'm sure these signs are telling me. I'm guessing maybe EG is what I'm looking for. It's the only one that looks like official stuff. You have dark alleys and all that. Saying EG to the left. Oh, it's telling me how loud I'm going. Or how loud I am running around like this. I might be able to, if I run around for a little bit, just pull up a map and figure out. Let's go to someplace well lit so I'm less likely to get mugged. I would like to keep that up. Okay, so we have what looks like a bookstore here. Helpless secret pawnbroker. So there's a pawnbroker. We've got a place we can eat, a place we can sleep, a bar. What? Oh, the sync thing is where you level up. Okay. Phi Enforcer Division. Okay, so plot route. Let's head over there. Because I believe that's where we're going to go be able to take on a case and see what we can figure out. Now, sometimes when you're doing the cases, it doesn't seem like everything's on the up and up. Like, you have to, like, sneak past police or people living there because you're considered trespassing, which is a crime, and yada yada. Am I forgetting how to interact with you? Okay. Alright. Alpha Enforcer Division. Oh, I don't have that. Yeah, if I grab these things and I get caught, we get in a lot of trouble. I'm assuming I need to do that. Let me double check my controls. You're still stuck in your first case? Dead of Night? Yeah, no, it's been a little while, so I'm trying to remember my controls real fast. Been playing for about 2 hours? Yeah, as well as games, it takes a little bit to figure out. Okay, so there's select might be what I'm looking for. So it might be enter. I know there's a way to take cases here. Alright. I could have sworn we just... Let's see. Watch thy neighbor. Report a non-standard behavior to your local enforcer. It may be a sign of crime. Visit today at Upsilon Enforced Division. Connections. We don't care about that. That's fine. Interesting. Hey, John. So I can read all those things to learn information. Yeah, because I could have sworn the way this worked, and it's going based on memory, was that I thought I had to grab a file here. Can I talk to you? Let's see. So we have a whole bunch of things that we can accuse you of, and I think. You like some detective advice? Sure. If you're not fussy, you might not find clues in the trash. Have you heard or seen anything unusual? Nothing. Nothing to do with you. Alright, so there isn't... Yeah, so it looks like left mouse button is to steal that, but the case trade's not letting me. I remember you get your cases here, I'm just struggling to remember how. Oh, job listing. Murder at 601 Malcolm. There we go. You don't go in here to get your case, it just happens. I also don't know how to get out of this building. Oh, collect case. Alright. Oh, we're getting wet, which I'm guessing is negative. Alright, so. We are looking to get this out of the way. And we need to be at 601 Malcolm Garage. Let's see. Where is Malcolm Garage? Because we walked across the street from City Hall into here. Oh, we are literally... Malcolm... Let's see. Malcolm Grange is here, so we're at 601 in this building. Okay. 601 implies 6th floor, so... Floor 2. Floor 3. Depending if it starts at 0 or 1, I don't actually know on this one. 501. Okay. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is find my way back up there. And we potentially incurred a fine. Is this game any good? Well, I just started. But, the last time we played it was a really fun time. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I couldn't recall how sensitive it is. Alright, so we're on the 6th floor again. And we're getting cold. Yeah, this is the 6th floor. I don't know. So this is 602. Is what that's saying. Now we're just over the floor at all. Do they find you? They catch you trespassing? Yes, I believe so. I'm getting too cold and it's a problem. Because I'm running through their air ducts that are running. I'm guessing we'll start sneezing or something soon. Someone's making tea. I need to get out of the vents. That's someone's bedroom. I want to find my way back into the hallway. Okay. And sorry about the screen shake, I let myself get, like, really cold. So I see they got the one police officer holding the fort here. Right now, it's fine. Once I go in there, if they see me, it starts being a real problem. All right. So I've got a business card. We got an unknown citizen, that's the dead person. We have a bullet wound. And I'm gonna take 2 seconds. I forgot, we can check this here in a moment. Alright, so from examining the body, it appears the victim has been violently shot to death with a pistol or revolver. I can determine that the time of death was between 1800 and 1915, Monday, January 2nd, whatever. All right. Oh, and it's the same number of ads as always. 3 minutes per hour. That's literally what it'll always be. Or less. So do they only fine if you get caught? I don't remember. A bullet wound from a low caliber ammunition, 8mm or 932. And we're going to connect that to that. Because it is the bullet wound we're looking at. And the individual, we don't really know much about them. We don't have their fingerprints or anything like that. We've got their basic description and all that. We actually know very little about this person. Didn't have what it takes to promote me. They must be worthy. So we don't know anything about this. We do have a weird business card here that doesn't have any contact information. So I don't know how useful that is yet. Yeah, we already have that. Let's see. I know I'm not supposed to write this, but I don't want to forget it again. And I'm assuming it's supposed to be 1337. So we can go ahead and take this information. Let's add a connection to you, because I believe you two are related. Because it's in your safe. I'm stealing the heck out of that. Oh, is my fine just endlessly going up because I got caught going in here? No, your stream streak got reset. I didn't. I made it a point when I did the last stream to not do it on Twitch just to avoid people losing their stream streaks. But hopefully not. Hopefully it just needs a moment to refresh. There's actually one of the things we talked to some people at Twitch about was the stream streaks not like they bug and all that. Correct. I did not do another stream while I was in TwitchCon. A pool of blood. Which is probably not safe for me to actually connect this or not, but I'm going to assume that's related to the entry wound. Come to dinner next Friday. Got a divine bottle of whatever, some kind of wine, some delicious gossip to share. Bring Jennifer, Leslie. I don't know if that's related to anything here. But we'll go ahead and keep that. Let's see. Dear Owen, Dear Owen, I got your note. Sorry, but I can't hand over the surveillance footage to anyone who asks. I ain't seen no average height female stalking around, though. If you have real concerns, put in a form 35.3.d to my office. Building supervisor. Okay, so that's probably related to whoever killed that person. That's a story. I hope the cases pay a lot, because the fine is a lot. And thank you, Listen NZ, for the 85 stream streak. I really do appreciate that. So we don't know whose password this is. 1337. So, Owen, whatever his name is. So that actually gives us something useful, which is now, if I pull all this up, this person might be Owen. So if I pull up my little sheet here, wherever it's at, let's see, potential fines. If you get caught, you will pay this, lose your witnesses. If underlined, it means you have been seen and need to escape the building. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna be potentially fined if I get caught. Like I've been spotted, but I don't think it's like actually committed yet. So what I was trying to figure out was how I bring up my journal again. There we go. Oh, it's not gonna list it here? That's fine. Alright, so our victim is Owen Fronier. Cool. And let's see here. They live here. We have their telephone number and all that, which is fine. That's all been added to our journal. Stalking. Dear Owen Fronier, thank you for permitting a report to the Enforcer Citizen Liaison Division, a subsidiary of the Storge Cola Corporation. To report that you are being stalked, harassed. Cleric Assistant will respond within 10 working days. Alright. So we've got the printed email. We'll send you probably 10 working days for a fee of 150 credits. Storge Cola members receive a 50% on-Mac discount. So he reported that someone was stalking him. Dear customer, I'm delighted to confirm your rolling reservation at the Prince Express. We look forward to welcoming you every Saturday at 8:30. Champagne on arrival. I look forward to...
Thank you Luxray26 for subscribing for 16 months. Why hello there Mr. Rual.
Hey Luxray, thank you so much for the tier 2 sub. I really do appreciate that. I hope you've had a good time while I've been away. And thank you for the welcome back and all that in the tier 2 sub. That's 16 months you've been subbed to the channel. And that's a long time and I really do appreciate it. Okay. So we don't know who this is from, but we know it's to Leah or whatever. I'm assuming it's from Owen by process elimination. Oh, did that automatically attach itself? I don't know what happened to it. Take pin. Okay, so it does attach itself. Interestingly enough, it marks as from unknown, but to someone other than him. So that's curious. Alright, and I'm figuring out with these ones I don't want to keep. I'll just get rid of it. Alright, so we have to Owen from Leslie. Attention employees, from here. I do not wish to see a repeat of last year's debacle. Attendance to the candor party is mandatory. We'll be checking names against payroll lists to ensure that you are present. We expect you to enjoy yourself. Thank you in advance. Yay, mandatory business parties. It's like an extra workday, but you're not paid for it. All right. Owen, can't meet you at the hotel tomorrow. I think you know who is on to us. Not sure, just suspicious. Better lay low for a couple weeks till R loses interest. Okay, so this to me is a big evidence thing. Whoever R is likely our person of interest. All right. Bram Wright to Owen. I noticed you asked for a pretty substantial rage. 5%. Wow, that's an interesting number. Let's meet to discuss how you can earn it. Maybe taking on janitorial duties, unless you've got other suggestions. Owen. I don't think that's relevant to anything. We'll put it down here. Okay. So what we got off their computer is there's someone whose first letter begins with R that Owen here was meeting up with Leslie, which we can go ahead and pin up here. Leslie. So there is a connection between these two. I'm going to go ahead and we'll go here. Connection, add to Owen. We're going to make that green to show that that's like, they're not victim or whatever. That whatever is going on here, likely this is the reason. Is that they were seeing each other and someone did not take kindly to it. That's interesting that put a connection to you. Oh, it did. I see. All right. All right, and these are blood pools and all that. That's probably not relevant. All right. So, average height female stalking. So, I suspect the person we're looking for is female with a name that begins with R. I obviously don't have enough to do anything with that, but, it's fine. Employee database. Can I search by one letter? It does not appear to be so. Security footage. Alright, well that's not working. Alright, so there's no footage at all. So it's not J. Simon, nor do we know J. Simon's password. Yes, apparently the violence happened in here. And he stumbled out here and died on the floor. Let's see, got doctor's prescription. I don't believe that's related to anything. Why would you immediately start shooting? Why is that your instinct? I was really hoping for a vent there. I'm assuming you can't see me? Alright. The con was good. Thank you for the 50 stream streak. I really do appreciate it. Let's see, but thank you so much for that. It was 50 stream streak. I really do appreciate that. To the jerk who keeps stalking outside my door and like messing with my mail, cut it out. I'll call the enforcers. You know who you are. Okay. Let's see. Jennifer Simon's work schedule. Okay. And that's the roommate or whatever. Alright, so we've got Owen's information here. I wonder if it's if I get downed is when we actually get fined. So I'm not thinking we're going to find much more in here. Yeah, that's too much to go through. Address book. So we have Leslie, Claude, whatever. Pearson, Brom. We don't have a name that begins with R here. Let's see. Identify a number. Okay, so that's the number for this place. We're going to add a connection here to Owen. You try to get Leslie's address and try to track her down for questioning. That is one thing we should consider, yes. Numbers. Identify the last caller. Unable to get last caller information. And then we can call ourselves here. Alright. So for Leslie... let's go ahead and see what we can figure out. Okay. So. We have Leslie Stark. This is the same person. So we can go ahead and connect those two. You're the same person here. Is there a way I could, like, put this on here? Because we know that's the same person. I want to just, like, mash those into to one. Connections. That's fine for right now. Toggle collapse. New sticky note. New connection. Okay. Connections, do that. Alright, so with that... can I just call Leslie? Let's pull up its number. Or pull up her number. Okay. So if we go here, input 5289711. You missed the 9. 528-9711. See if she picks up. Sorry about that. Okay. So I'm wondering if we just run out of here without getting killed. We just walk away and pretend nothing happened. Okay, so I think because we didn't get downed while there, we're alright. Alright, so let's see from here. So from here, we got ourselves a bit of information. So Leslie Stark is our most likely candidate for figuring out our next thing. Because we found out the person, Owen Frontier, was shot with a pistol at close range, took a bunch of wounds. We got a bunch of random information about it. It did happen yesterday at 6 p.m. or whatever it was. Or it was like 6 to 7 p.m. or whatever. Which Jennifer is the roommate or whatever. So Jennifer we can rule out assuming she actually was at work because she wouldn't have been home to do it. They did imply that Leslie Stark and Owen were doing something together and that someone whose first initial starts with an R and is an average height female is likely our culprit. So the next thing we're going to want to do is we are going to want to plot her out there and find this other apartment where Leslie is and see if we can't find Leslie and have a little chitty chat about what was going on. Because one would assume that Leslie would be willing to talk to us because someone else just got murdered and, you know, they might want to not be potentially a suspect. They would want to clear their name. Now, we aren't going to break in there immediately and try that. I'm going to try knocking on the door and seeing if she will just cooperate with us. Because one would assume if she's not guilty or whatever, she would be more than happy to be like, oh, ours, this other person, he totally killed him. And then we'd have to, you know, chase down that person and figure it out. That was weird. I'm trespassing? It's weird that just going to that side of the room counts as trespassing. Alright, so you are that room. Let's see if we can't drop in from above, maybe. You also have an alarm. Okay, so weirdly, all of these floors have alarms. Yeah, it's so weird that this is considered trespassing just being here. Why am I being shot at? Please. I was literally just trying to knock at the door and say hi. You don't need to shoot me with a high-power rifle. Who are you? I can't get away because this first shot broke my leg. Vent. Vent. Save me. Please. Right, but as I was knocking on the door to a penthouse, I wasn't expecting someone to shoot me immediately. So I have a problem. That problem is I'm bleeding from a lot of parts of my body. Hey, pretty pictures. How's it going? I'm hoping the bleeding will stop. I believe I've been shot multiple times. Can I see how I'm doing? Oh yeah, I forgot I got like a whole fingerprint scanner. I should be using that. Is there a fast way to get to that? All right, well let's quickly go and remark the apartment. I know Flora should be on. Do you even have a health bar? Yeah, no, if you notice, my screen started to go really gray there at the end. I think if it would have taken another hit, it would have done me in. I'm actually not even sure if we're in the clear, because we are bleeding. Okay, so we're on the 11th floor now, and I need to be on the 13th floor. They're making too much noise because they're getting too cold. They need to get out of the vents. Alright. Where is up and out? I mean, I just need to get out of the vents at all now. Okay, so knocking on their door is a deal breaker. I wasn't expecting that the person who should want to work with me to... No, I didn't actually want to climb out that. Let's go back in there, please. Because that's someone else's apartment. I'm just going to get in trouble when I attempt to step out. Oh no, the reason we're cold is we're climbing through an air duct. I mean, oh, you're saying that knocking on the door at night? I mean, I guess. Well, there's up. You know the reason in the areas... Oh, the reason the areas are locked down? Maybe. Am I on the correct floor now? Or do I need to go up one more? I think I need to go up one more. So my bleeding icon is slowly, like, turning from deep red to a lighter color. I do have a broken leg, which I'm sure is not helping anything because the very first shot from that guy with the rifle was a leg hit and... Can't tell what floor I'm on. Like, if it's the right apartment, I'm down to try sneaking in there, but I want to make sure I'm going into the right apartment first. And I'm thinking I might need to be one floor higher. The good news is it sounds like, from the icons on the left, it seems like the CCTV cameras are going to treat me as someone they don't know again, because, like, the icon disappeared. So I feel like I can run around. Oh, stop it. Let's go up one more and see if it changes. Okay. So we're back to here. So it should slowly recover from the cold. Yes, it seems like getting into that hallway at all is a bad time. The thing that makes me curious is I was expecting to, be able to do something with that. Yeah, no, I was trying to turn around and catch the name. Be cool. Have you seen anything unusual around here? Nothing out of the ordinary. Are you who I'm looking for? No, get out of my way. I want to talk to the lady in the white shirt. Or dude, or whatever you are. You heard anything unusual? No, sorry. Sorry, that's personal. Do you know this person? I saw this somewhere around the Schuster Suites. Do you know this person? Leslie Stark. Can't help you unless you got more than that. What's your name? Okay, you're not who I'm looking for. That's 12, so that's not the right floor. I need 13. Like, do I need 13? Yeah, 1302. I'm thirsty. Let me run, let me run, let me run. I was just looking. You don't need to murder me. Let's be cool. I was trying to figure out what I need to pick that. I still don't know the answer to that question. Alright, so I need to talk to Leslie, and Leslie is in her home there. Okay, we're no longer cold, but we are thirsty. Hi, person. Evening. What's your name? Hello, I'm whatever. Let's see. Do you know this person? I saw her somewhere. Okay, so you're just gonna basically give me the hint of going in that direction. Evening, what's your name? Nothing to do with you. Do you know this person? And all that blood all over the ground, that's mine. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be like, did you see anything unusual today? Yeah, some guy ran through and got shot a lot. I get it. You stepped outside and realized you forgot something. I've been there. Trying to get her to open the door so maybe I could sneak in. Said she was coming, but now she's not actually getting there. The problem is, if I can get a lockpick, I can pick the lock and disable the camera. Don't close your door. Just give me a minute. Yeah, so it's weird that I can't go over here at all. Alright, so what I'd like to do... So we need to be in 12 or 1302. Oh, everyone is going by at the same time. Oh, she's leaving. Come on. Go to work. I need to talk to you. I imagine once you get out of the secure spot, I'll actually be able to have a conversation without being filled with... Why would you do that? Is it because you saw me out here and you're like, just gonna be a creep about it? Oh, and... It's about midnight. I don't think I have any lockpicks. I was curious if I could punch it. Or like get to it, like rip the back, thing out the back. But I don't seem to be able to interact with it directly. Jumping a broken leg? Builds some. Okay, so we're now down below. And so we're now below her apartment. I was trying not to break in because, I mean, we should be completely fine to be like, hey, lady, that dude you're hanging out with, yo, he's dead, and the implication is there's a third party involved that may have killed him. You know, who may or may not be after you next. Maybe you could tell me who R is, and we can move on to their lives. I don't think it's the right apartment. I'm trying to get out. I wasn't trying to commit assault. I'm just not confident enough on my mobility quite yet. Well, apparently we won that fight. Hey, Unmuted, how's it going? We are getting very thirsty, which does worry me. So the problem is I need to go up. Because this is where we poked our nose through, like that leads out into the hallway. Oh, come on. Wait, why did you pull... Why is everyone here packing heat? Okay. To be fair, when they bring guns with fist fight. Seems pretty fun. Yeah, we're learning a new game. Okay. So we have fully recovered, and we did pay our medical expenses. That took care of her hunger and all that. Can I see what my money is at? Oh, good. You can't go into debt. Small favors in this world. Alright. So let's try this again. I need to get back to our apartment and figure out how to talk to Leslie. And the reason why this is so important if people miss where we're at, is there was a murder, and the implication we have is that Leslie and the murdered person were doing something together, and someone else didn't like it. And that Leslie recommended caution to another person, like recommended caution to the person who was killed, that they believe they were found out. So we're looking for an average build woman whose name begins with R as our primary suspect. And I'm trying to talk to Leslie and be like, yo, you know, this person murdered the other person you're seeing. You may want to talk to me about who is potentially thinking about maybe murdering you too. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so when we get up here, we immediately get into secure floors. We're checking our time. That's the thing, like I want to find my way into the ducting to maybe find a way out there. This also implied, when I looked here, that I have 5 lockpicks. But I didn't seem to be able to get into the box. I'm going to try that again. Okay, so we made the camera and all that pretty angry. Is that Leslie right now? You... I could have talked to her. Be cool, camera. Step 1, get this camera off of me. Hey, buddy, could you get away? Because I saw there was a security breaker. What I'd like to do is turn off the camera. Come back here. Whoever you are, come back here. If I go in there, you'll be like, you're trespassing. Me. You're not who I'm looking for. Get out of here. Alright, he won't share his name. So my hope is I could sneak in the room behind her. Be cool, I'm just trying to talk to you. I don't get why I'm not allowed to so much as talk to them, though. Like that weird, like this little hallway being this, we're going to open up and shoot you. Okay. Why do you keep opening and closing the door? You're gonna have difficulty walking around. There we go. Remember your passcode this time, Leslie. Okay, so it's 07. Is that supposed to be a 4 for last number? Yeah, I'm not... I think that last number is supposed to be a 4. And your passcode. Oh, thank you. 0701. Alright, so we've got what Leslie looks like and all that good stuff. So let's inspect that. So now I have Leslie in here. So no more question marks about that. That's at least a little bit of progress. Rashal Mackley. Having noticed the Preds don't wait up. Cool, let's pin that right now. Okay, so she set the reservation. The door behind me may have just opened. Probably heard me printing stuff. So it sounds like I'm not sure if that's her roommate or who it was. That we don't care. We've already got the rest. Oh, actually, there's something I wanted to do there. Is the other name the R name? That's who we think did it. R. Macklin. Okay, inventory is where? Trying to figure out where my inventory is so I... Okay. So I've got a ring, some rifle ammo, and a sync disc. I'm gonna drop the rifle ammo. Potentially, if we can figure out how to do that. Alright, how do I drop you? Drop place and world. What did I just drop? Okay, cool. So I did drop it. Alright. Nope, nope, put it down, put it down. So I'm having difficulty while I'm crouching that I don't seem to be able to move where I want to. Like, I'm stuck on something. You're pursuing me? I think I'm losing. Well, now you're cooperating with me. So that's definitely Leslie. So what we're looking for is anything like a rifle or anything like that. Inspect, so we have the weapon. Connection. I'm pretty sure that's what killed you. So that's the fingerprints from Leslie on it. So that's gonna be our guy's fingerprints. What? That's a pistol. Give me your money and all that. Alright. So I got information on Leslie. So interestingly enough, let's see, you have work until 5 p.m. That's your work schedule and all that. So, okay. Let's take a look at our evidence we've got so far. So, Leslie is claiming that Owen was found out. What I'm looking for real fast here is when it comes to the reservation. Alright. Oh! This email was to Groot's Twig from an unknown person. Interesting. Yes, that's not at the time of the murder, because the murder happens between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. on January 2nd. By gunshot wound. So that would imply you would have just enough time to get there, because you're at 5 p.m. you get off. You're supposedly being stalked and harassed by someone, but you don't specify who. I don't know why that's even about anymore. So, Leslie emails Owen saying that he's required to show up at the party. Alright, so this is Rashwana, whatever, emailing Leslie and saying they're having a night out with their friends. You've got food in the fridge on the appropriate night. But the thing that's got me thrown is the fingerprints on the weapon here are not... like, they're Leslie's. Like, and it's the correct size weapon and everything. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Look, I'm not trying to kill you, but I'm feeling pretty heavily if I keep slapping you in the head with stuff, it's a thing. Alright, so we have confidential private has agreement, so we'll pin that. That's the first thing we have on the other person. So I'm looking for now is the fingerprints of the other person so we can identify them. Bloodhound tracker. I'm curious if I'm going to be able to find another gun in the apartment. Okay, company director, that's fine. You cheat a state of future food? Yeah, so my guess is... I was hoping I was going to be able to question her. Numbers. Last caller. Okay, so the last person they... Oh, that's because I called. Dead. No, 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 no. Don't see me. Let's be cool. Okay, I think we got all we can out of this building. I've got the fingerprints. What's interesting, though, is I didn't find him. So I just need to get out of the building now. So we've got a ton of evidence. The thing we don't know is... We've got the employment contract for him, so lives in the same apartment. Let's pin you. I think you're... So this is where I'm torn. Leslie's fingerprints are all over a gun. I don't know if this is the gun that actually killed Owen, but all over it. I was hoping I could actually talk to Leslie, but I don't think that's going to happen. So what I'd like to do is we can find your place of employment, which is Macklin's management. So let's take a look at Macklin management. So we check on the map. Oh, I'll probably have to do it when we're outside, won't I? Oh, nope, that's not out. Well, I tried to walk up to her door, but weirdly, even going close to her door was triggering the alarm. So eventually, I end up just trying to break into her apartment since I couldn't do the logical thing, which is to walk up at the door and be like, hey, supposedly someone murdered someone. That's a thing. Now, there are a couple possibilities of what's going on. One of the things that could have gone on is that Leslie actually is the killer. And just what happened was, I'm gonna say husband, boyfriend, fiance, whatever the guy is, found out, And so she murdered Owen to, you know, get rid of it. Whereas the normal implication would be that, you know, Richard or whatever his name was the one who actually killed it. It wasn't Richard, it was like Rawask or whatever. I'm looking for out. Another thing is I keep grabbing these upgrade things. Scan disks contain DNA sequences that can be installed at a sync clinic to give special abilities and upgrades. We get 2 upgrade vials. So it sounds like we need to go to the clinic and do that. Okay, so the cameras are forgotten about me. So now I should be able to pop out of here and just run out. And the good news is it does seem like you can't go into debt. It seems like you hit 0 and that's that. Like, you know, it just bottoms out your balance or whatever. Alright, so we can safely leave now. But yeah, so we're cold, we have a broken leg, we have whatever the bandage symbol is, so we're doing great. Alright, so what I need to do is get out of the building and figure out where this office is. Because maybe I can figure out who this other guy is and all that. Because I don't think I could realistically question literally everyone who rolls through here. Okay, that's still not the bottom floor. Okay, next floor looks like it's out. That's a mince gum wrapper. Okay, so now that we're outside, let's do a quick check. So we are looking for this guy here. He works at Macklin's Management. So I need to find out where the heck Macklin's Management is, and I don't know if we can. Right. Can I go into my evidence? That's the only thing that shows there. So let's go see if we can't get someplace where we can find a telephone book, and maybe we can figure it out from there. Because there's a ridiculous number of people who live in this city, so I don't think we're going to be able to just... Place gives me the creeps. Stop hounding you? I'm not. I'm going the other way. Well, there's a sync clinic. See if we can't use these things. I suspect they cost money and I probably don't have any. It says, use a bed. There we go. All right. Let's see. Starch Brand Ambassador. Gain 2 money for telling someone about Starch Cola products based on their response. Gain 6 for giving citizens Starch brand products. Is that literally my only option? Oh, okay, so I get the choice. So for 2, if I tell people about it, I can get money. Sure. Upgrade. Are you sure you want to spend an upgrade vial on this? What does the upgrade vial do? Increase the money gained. Sure. Because they take inventory space. So, oh, hi. I hate it. Alright, so we have successfully jammed things into our head. A rather expensive looking ring. Cool. Do you have a telephone book? You do not. Well, luckily that didn't seem to cost money. I assume the money is involved in buying those things. So what we need to do is find a payphone. And using a payphone, I should be able to look up the company name. And it'll probably give me an address, a phone number. I was really hoping you have a payphone there. Okay. And it can't run because it got a busted leg. Alright. So I think my best bet for finding a payphone is to hit up the restaurant diners. Alright, so we are looking for Malkin's management. Okay. And so with that, I've got directions. That person looked a lot like Leslie. Is like, are you out and about where I can talk to you? Granted, one would assume after I have assaulted her twice, she probably wouldn't be the most likely to be cooperative on talking to. She may have some reservations on having a peaceful conversation after we went fisticuffs multiple times. All right. So going up to the 4th floor. Okay. I wonder how much I get paid for a case. It better be a decent amount, otherwise it's gonna be hard to make it work. This. Okay. So we're not doing anything illegal as of yet. Alright, so I've got 2 security cameras here. Alright, so kill the cameras. Alright. So I'm gonna try and break into here, and I'm hoping it'll be no one. Oh, I need a bunch of lockpicks to get in there. That's fine. We killed the cameras out here. So what I would like to do now is I need to get into that room via some air ducts. Do we have any air ducts that we see down here? Not that I could see outside of the rooms. So I can get into an air duct that I could potentially drop in. There we go, and it's down 1 floor. That only goes up. It's not super helpful. Let's see if we go up 1 floor, if we can cross over and drop down. Okay, so we are about 1.5 floors above where we want to be. And then my hope is that we'll drop down in the middle here. We can cut cross back and maybe figure a way around there. Nope, that's going to drop us right... I actually don't know where that's going to drop us for our purposes. Oh, it's probably going to drop us into the apartments that's there. This feels like this is going to drop us too far down. So this should be back the way we came. Okay, that's the bedroom. That's not the office. Let's get back up here. Yeah, because this feels like it's way too far down. Looks like I'm skipping down 2 floors. I know. Getting cold. I wonder if it's crossing over the building next to it or something. No, more up seems like the wrong idea. Let's start crossing over to this side of the building. That's not right. Can I break... No, we can't break down a door by, like, kicking it. I also don't know for a fact that there is a vent going into that space. I don't know where that goes. And this is where I came into here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Alright, so I can't just pop that open. So that's still where we're at, trying to figure out a way in. Alright, let's just talk to him and see if we can't figure out. Murder reported at 701 Hoffman. Talk to. What is your name? Sorry, that's personal. Let's see. You look like you can use a can of Storge Cola. Put some life into it. I can afford my own, thank you. Have you heard anything? Don't want to speak out of turn, but I did see someone acting strangely. Go on. They had a long brown hair. I saw them at 601 Malkin Grange around 6:30. Looked like they were in a rush. They looked mad about something. You look like you could use a can of Storge Cola. I guess I am a little thirsty. Do you know this person? I saw they're somewhere around the suites. Do you know this person? I saw them around... Okay. So with brown hair. So that's witness testimony now that there was someone in a hurry around the murder location who had brown hair. But so far, the issue we have is we really don't know much about this guy. The one who is our potential person. So we don't really know anything about their information yet. And that's kind of our big thing. But meanwhile, with Leslie here, we do have that she has short brown hair. Let's pull up that testimony. I think they said long brown hair. Oh, can I not see what the conversation was? All right, so we gotta find the guy who works here. So this is where he works. I don't know what their office is. We've got the cameras turned off. Bear with me, chat. I really need to use the restroom, so I'm gonna do that real fast. I'll be right back. So thank you again for tuning in. I'll be right back. Well, at least we did enough damage, it's gonna die. No. No, no, no. What have you done? Why would you punch a warhead? You're alive. It's amazing that you are alive, but you are in fact alive. Literally everything in Storge just got exploded. And this is March. This is the best month. And the reason it's best month is we're gonna go, woo, happy birthday to me. Well, that's not gonna help us. Yep. Mm-hmm. It's probably fine. That'll almost certainly not have any repercussions for us, having the entire group of guests who are going to stay, die from heat stroke. My colonists are doing fine, so I don't know what their problem is. Maybe they should just have made themselves out of tougher stuff. Alright, so it is 5 below now. And then continuing to go down. It should be flipping at some point, because it's 210.8 was the flip point. Oh, there we go. Steam is down to 5 kilograms. It's cooling down much more rapidly now. It's actually fluctuating wildly. The fanfare. The fanfare for sploosh. 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 Or whatever. No wonder I couldn't pronounce. It's a made-up name. So it's Ashley or whatever. And in fact, it's actually Ashley. That, for the record, I have not seen this. Like, I've seen the intro screen and that people did it, but I have not. This was actually just a very funny coincidence. You know for a fact it's actually Ashley. But she had to add the extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. And this is an impronounceable mess, so you know, Ashley it is.
I haven't tried it yet, so this is strawberries, birthday cake froyo, and almond milk.
What's like the ratios?
A third.
Okay. That's not a liquid. I'm gonna need a spoon. I want to drink it, but that is straight up solid. I will try it, but I'm gonna need equipment. I'm also gonna need to pop the top on this. You saw me go for it though. I went to pour it. I'm like, oh, this isn't moving. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing the Royal Ascent one. You have a 5-inch drill if you need it. It counts. It counts. Yeah. Your child will be 100% safe in that treehouse. I wish it kept the treehouse up there. And we could build a bridge that stands. But it takes an engineer to build the bridge that barely stands. Alright. I have a potato harvest all... Where are you up to with that? Did you interrupt? Oh god. Did you interrupt my picture? Stop getting in the way of the camera. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that taking a couple of minutes and all that. It seems like two may have picked up some con crud, so she's not feeling the best today. So just wanted to know what we want to do food wise. Hey, who are you? Alright, so I'm not gonna be able to figure it out that way. So, alright. The problem we have here is I do not have lockpicks to break into the office to get more information about the person. And I didn't really find a good way to navigate through the vents to reach them. So my choices are now is one, I'm kind of hoping someone will reveal who they are so I can just talk to them and figure it out. So we're looking for a person with brown hair. I believe it said long brown hair, which I'm assuming is the guy we're looking for. All right, so let's figure this out. So we're looking for you. This is pretty sure who we think the person who did it was. The thing that I find interesting is that Leslie's fingerprints are all over the gun we saw, but it could just be a different one. So you work there. That's where you live. And you've got handwriting, but we don't have fingerprints. And I wanted to get their company records. I know that's where we just were. Wait, do I have your schedule? Hang on. Let's see real fast. I might have his schedule, so I might actually know when to catch him. Okay. So, if we look at your employee contract, it's not there. Business card, Leslie. That's the work rotation for Leslie. We don't have the work rotation for Rosh, whatever his name is. Well, regardless of what you want, I'm gonna keep harassing you about stuff. Alright. Yes, the problem is a lot of people won't answer my questions in the first place. So I'm gonna have to find a way using the air ducts to go in there. I'm hoping we'll be able to do that. You heard anything unusual other than the state of the city? No. I'm not telling you. Do you know this person? Sorry, that's personal. Alright, so I'm suspicious this might be our guy. Because he's really being cagey about everything. How are you doing? Staying strong, making gains. Alright, so I'm really suspicious of this guy. Come on, go to the right office. Just gonna keep following you around. My hope is that he's gonna go into this office up here. Because if that's the case, there's probably... I'm not ready for there to be another murder. I'll deal with that in a moment. Okay. It is those things you can learn more and more about the citizens of the town back and forth and whatnot. Person's like, why are you following me? Yep, it's safe to say it's not our person. Well, we apparently have another crime scene with another case at it. I don't believe we get the new cases automatically either. I have to go back to the police precinct. Let's try and get back down here. Alright. Let's see if we can't find a way in there. So my fear is it's just like a little wiring closet kind of thing. And it won't be able to get very far. That's my worry. But I can pop up into this vent, and it's one floor below us. Trying to get back over there. That's the middle of the hallway. Not gonna do us any good. That's gonna go too far down, so let's try and cross towards the middle of the building wherever we open up down here, and then see if we can go back up. Okay, that's a no. And now as we get all disoriented and nowhere near sure where we're at. Okay, I think this is about the right height. Granted, I have no idea where... What is with that light? That'll be too far down. Okay, so we found money in this person's apartment. I'm right in that thing where I can't move again. Close the door. Don't walk in here. Close the door. Close the door. But I have the key. I have the key to this door. I literally just grabbed out of their drawer. That's all I need. As soon as I figure out how to do that. Can I help you? Okay, so we found the key there, but we didn't get in here. Alright. And we have to figure out something else, because just trying to randomly walk through the ducts isn't helping. Okay. So let's try going back to Leslie's and see what we can do to figure out. Because sooner or later, one of them has to step away from their homes. When they step away from their homes, that at least should give me enough opportunity to hopefully talk to someone. Because right now, I don't have lockpicks or anything. Unless I can figure out where I can buy lockpicks. Which might actually be right here. Let's see. So lockpicks are 50 apiece. Handcuffs are 25. Alright. So then I can go right back in here. And that should give me enough lockpicks to get into that place. Because I'm just trying to get what the guy looks like. Because if I can find what the guy looks like, then I can actually do something with it. Alright. 59 remain? Watch side neighbor. Okay, so this is just the security thing. Yeah, so there literally weren't any air ducts here. Watch your back, rat. Interesting. The downside is I don't have what I need to get into that computer. All right. Yeah, so I don't have the passcode. Employee details. Rashwana Malkin, security guard, gets paid a whole bunch. There we got the signature. We do have C, has issues with eyesight, has health problems. Known to assist employees with behavior erratic, was previously investigated for theft, reprimanded for playing poker on company time, smoker. Cool. So I've got their employee record. So that's now enough to identify what they look like. So this is the question. Does it give us... So you do have long brown hair, and you're an average height female, so that fits the suspected stalking concern and all that. So that is definitely our person. And that we don't care about. Okay, so we don't have any signs of like a murder weapon or anything here. That leaves us with some questions. Because we found a gun. The problem we have is, okay, let's go and evaluate. All right. So here's what we know about what's going on. So we have that Rashwana. If we go and look at our notes, that's not what I'm looking. Yeah. So we got Owen here was saying, "Hey, I'm being stalked. It's by a person that matches that description." We have the reservation where they're supposed to be meeting for champagne, which that's supposed to happen at 6:30, which would fall in the time of the murder potentially, and that's 2 Groot's twig from an unknown. And then Leslie is saying, "Hey, you need to go to the thing." And then there's just like there's some other random emails that have nothing to do with anything we care about. Let's see. And this phone call doesn't matter because that was me calling to try and verify the line. But basically what happens is there is where's the note? Yeah, so we're trying to get surveillance. Yeah, and they don't have surveillance. That's our work rota. Yeah, so let's double check the... So the entry wound is from an 8mm. That's probably our weapon. But the thing that's got me thrown is all of the fingerprints on the weapon belong to Leslie. And that's the thing. Do you have evidence that places the killer at the scene of the crime, identified fingerprints or photographic evidence? We don't. Okay, so what I need to do real fast is I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Remember how to pull that information out to do that easily. Let's see. Yeah, those are created links. All right, let's see if we can't figure this out real fast. Because I'm betting we can probably get this pinned down if I can just get that part. So, Owen, you are at 601 Malcolm Grange or whatever. So we pull up our map. I have to step outside of the building, apparently. Alright. I actually wonder if we could turn in what we've got. Well, no, because we don't have enough to link them to the crime scene. I can link them to the crime scene using fingerprints, which I just forgot I had that thing. So we're looking for... So that's Malcolm Grange floor. So you're 601. So actually you are in that. Oh, you know what? That literally that room we're running around in? That's where the guy lived. Okay, so floor 6. We look for the tape, and all we need to do is identify a fingerprint that belongs to the suspect. As far as arresting the suspect, I don't know the best way of going about finding him. Could you look another way, please? I'd love it. I'd love it if you weren't watching right now. Can I convince you to look another direction? Because right now, if I go in that room, you're going to instantly see me. Okay. So what we're looking for is any fingerprints watch your back, rat. That don't belong to you. So this happened in the computer room. This happened in here. So that's what we're looking for, is any fingerprints that don't belong here. Let's see. Come to dinner next Friday. That's fine. That's the surveillance stuff that wasn't available. More Owen fingerprints. You have type E. I'm assuming type E is Jennifer's. All right. There's Owens again. There's one on the edge of the door there. There's Owens. It's all type E and Owen. Let's see. Do we know your fingerprint? We do know your fingerprint. So you have type C fingerprint. And we do not know who type E is, which the assumption is that's Jennifer, who is the other person living here. There's type F, which is a new one entirely. So we do have an additional person in here. Alright, just trying to come up with someone else here. Okay, and that's Owen stuff. So the thing that's interesting here is we're just not seeing... We don't have Jennifer's ID. We don't have whoever type F is in here. All right. Because the thing I was really expecting... Do we know Leslie's fingerprints as well? I think we do, right? Yeah, so it's type B. So we got 2 other people's fingerprints at the crime scene. And we're just getting the same information off of you. So I was hoping to find some... There we go. So type F is on the business card they were looking at as well. So we're not really finding what we're looking for. Yeah, and that's Jennifer Simon, who we know nothing about. That's gonna be one of her fingerprints there. Let's see, work ID, head of HR. All right. Where they had the note that's like, you're gonna get it, you rat, or whatever. And we've got your work rotation. Okay, is there any fingerprints on... So type E is probably what we're running into. Unless you know what it could be? Oh, here. We're hungry. All right, what it could be is that... What is that saying? I would like to eat that. So I think what may have actually happened is that they were having, like, both of them were having an affair on the other one. What I mean by that is Owen here was having an affair with Leslie, and then that Rowanska, or whatever his name was having an affair with... Nope, close that. Owen's wife. And so that's what that rat comment was about. Yeah, so we don't have the right fingerprints here. That's what's throwing me off. Is we just do not have the right fingerprints. Because if we look at the fingerprints I found, let's go ahead and grab those real fast. So go to our little detective thing here. So just so I can figure out where it was. Yeah, so we've got the note telling us to watch our backs, and we found that in 2 different locations. We found that both of the guys, or sorry, we found that both on the one over there and all that. We have Owen's fingerprint, straightforward enough. We have Jennifer here. We don't know whose fingerprint Jennifer's are, so I'm going to go track her down so I can isolate our fingerprint down. Interestingly enough, I'm not seeing the other fingerprints listed. But that's okay. So we're going to look for Jennifer's workplace, and if I'm not mistaken, street stall vendor from 8:30 to 20:30. And it is between those hours. So let's see if we can't find Jennifer, who's the roommate, wife, whatever she is relative to Owen. Let's see if we can't track her down. Alright, so it says she is a street stall vendor, but it doesn't say where she works. I didn't catch that we missed that. But we do know her work rotation. We're going to start harassing street stall vendors. You want to be left alone? Let's chit-chat. Evening, what's your name? You're Ann Mulder? Have a nice day. As if I tell you... Do you know this person? Nothing to do with you. Here's a soda. I can afford my own, thank you. That's fine. Okay, so no luck with that one. What's your name? As if I'd tell you. Do you know this person? None of your business. What's your name? Nothing to do with you. You're all terrible. All of you are not helping my cause. I'm wondering if it's like you can only ask like a question every so often, otherwise people auto-reject it or something. Alright. So, she's a vendor, a street vendor, but we don't know her actual workplace. So that puts us in kind of a weird spot. Alright, so let's see who we've got we can figure out. So, Jennifer, we don't know her fingerprints. We've got the fingerprints all over the weapon, and that's Leslie. But Leslie, on the other hand, doesn't seem to be the one who's going to go and kill them. We have the Rual, whatever his name is, and we have that fingerprint, but that fingerprint's not the scene of the crime, nor was Leslie's, which is what's confusing about this. Because Leslie's fingerprints weren't at the scene of the crime. Neither were Ronawa, whatever. So we've got some type of misdirections. The question is, maybe because everything escalated, Jennifer found out about it, and that Jennifer is actually the one who killed them. And if we find Jennifer, we might be able to figure things out. But the problem is, she's a street cart vendor, and I don't really know how I can get that to happen. I'm hoping we'll get lucky and they'll just tell us. But literally no one's saying. So I'm trying to think if there's another way. Yeah, literally no one's answering me. So the other possibility is to literally wait until she gets off shift and intercept her on her way home. Because whoever goes home to the crime scene, I'm assuming goes home to the crime scene, whoever goes home to the crime scene would be the person we're looking for, and yada yada. Is there anything I can do to look people up here? Let's see. Do you know this person? Keep your nose out of my business. Well. It's got a little extra money. Alright. So Jennifer's not here, and Rowanski's not here. And luckily, they both seem to be in the same building. If I'm correct. You saw nothing. We're cool. No need to get all angry. There's gotta be something here. Inspect. Okay, Monday. Saw her again. This time, McLeod Terrace. I swear it was the same person as last week. Tried to tell Craven, but couldn't. It sounded so stupid. Unless I'm really losing my mind. Didn't sleep last night. Work was awful. Couldn't concentrate, and Leslie is starting to notice. Walked the long way home. Didn't see anyone, but that doesn't mean they weren't there. If that freak shows up again tonight, I'm going to be ready for her. I mean, all of that's leading to the Rowanski person. But at the same time, there's just no fingerprints. Can we not inspect those? Okay, I guess not. Shoe size 15. I inspect those, but it's not working. High heel size 15. And no fingerprints on them to see which one's which. Alright, 1 second, chat. Someone's at the door. I'll be right back. And this is March. This is the best month. And the reason it's best month is we're gonna go, woo, happy birthday to me. Ah, but this key, you can only use it once. Once you have used the key, it's done forever. And you're like, but why? Is it a very poorly made key? And I understand it's game mechanics to make you have to go back and kill the boss again, so you have to do the tough fight. Because otherwise you get into the Escape from Tarkov thing where you get your hands on the really good, like the really good key, and then you just farm the really valuable place. We're looking for the restroom door. I want to find the restroom door, and I'll make those go to the kitchen.
Because, like, I have to look at you, so it's nice that you're handsome. Love.
Love. Bad place. Okay, so this is not what I want. Oh, this is not good. This whole area is compromised. Don't screw me, game. Okay, are we done with the compromise part? Okay, that was not a good time. Think it is? Don't tempt me with this. Okay, it's not. I thought I was gonna have the graviton spheres. I'm like, don't tempt me with the things where you grab them and all hell breaks loose. I am not prepared for that. I am not prepared for the consequences of my own greed. Metal pipe is actually a pretty crap weapon. No. I missed. For it. Like, don't get me wrong, abstaining would be the action of not voting. What are you doing, Tractor? You do you, AI. Okay. And I am back, and I have no sound in my... There we go. My headset turned off. I was like, why can I hear nothing? Alright. Okay. So... no, there's sound. It's just eerily quiet. Let's see here. So, I'm really not sure what to do with this particular case anymore. Because the things, like... So I need to find the guy who did this. I don't really know his work schedule. This is the room he goes to. I'm also not sure about, like, fast-forwarding time or anything like that. I also need to find Jennifer or whatever. But it seems like you can only ask one person at a time. But what I am gathering, considering, like... You know, chat's been basically completely dead for a long while. Viewership's really low on this. I'm assuming this is just a miss. Doesn't seem to be resonating with the audience very well. So I might just switch up our game here. Because while I was certainly expecting a dip in viewership from being away for a while, this is definitely more, and it seems like the audio has gone completely scuff in the game, and I'm getting this like weird oppressive silence. Regardless of, I think this is an excellent game, but it might just not be an excellent game for my audience. So I'm gonna go ahead and do is... Oh yeah, I forgot we played, like, to give you an idea when we last played, it was last year. So it's as well as things, I'm gonna go ahead and save. And we'll probably find something else to do. Doesn't seem like people are interested in this game. And I'd rather, like, I'm here for all of you. Oh, good, the game crashed when I tried to close it. And I'm here for all of you, so it is one of those things that, like, if this isn't landing, it's not landing, whatever. RimWorld, we'll see. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the YouTube side of things. Turn on some music. No, it's just my headset being weird.